Easy smoked paella in under an hour. You've got to love that. Smoked paella in under an hour that tastes this good should be legal. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make an easy paella. So just sit right back, grab a drink or two, and let's get into it. And don't forget, subscribe, like, comment, it all helps. Paella translates to frying pan because that's what it's normally cooked in. Today, I'm using the Z Grill's pellet smoker, and we need this warmed up and ready to go. So let's do it now. And it's as easy as adding some pellets, opening the lid, turning it on, then putting it on the smoke function. Wait for it to start smoking. Then once the smoke settles, set our target temp of 190 degrees Celsius and close the lid, and we're going to wait for that to get to temp. If you don't have a pellet smoker, just get any hooded barbecue to 190 degrees Celsius and you'll be good to go. Heat a tablespoon of olive oil in a medium to large pan over a medium to high heat. And then add 100 grams of pepperoni, and we're just gonna fry this off for a couple of minutes just to crisp it up and lightly brown it a little. Just tossing them over with a wooden spoon, remembering pepperoni's already cooked. We're just trying to bring out that intense flavour. Then after a couple of minutes using a slotted spoon, we're just going to take them out of the pan and pop them into a bowl. Now to that pan, we want to add 1 brown onion that's been chopped up and also 1 red capsicum that's been chopped up and de-seeded. And you want to cook these for about 3 minutes. You want that onion to be a little translucent and you want the capsicum to soften up. And after 3 minutes, you want to add 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika. Now you just want to quickly stir that in, and then we can remove the pan from the heat. By cooking the pepperoni, you not only crisp it up, but you render out some of the fat. You also open up the flavors and make them more intense. Next up, you're going to need a baking tray, and here's one I prepared earlier. And into it, you want to put 1 1/4 cups of a medium-sized grain rice. Bomba, Calaspara or Arborio are all great choices, and I'm using Arborio today. And to this, we're going to add that onion and capsicum mix. Then add 250 grams of halved cherry tomatoes. And then we just want to add that crispy pepperoni all over the top. And then using a spoon, you just want to squish it down just a little bit, just to make sure it's all nice and snug. And now we're just going to pour in 500 ml of warmed up chicken stock. And this will all be soaked up by that rice, keeping it moist. Smart! Now you just want to cover this tightly with foil and place it into the smoker for 20 minutes. I know, why use a smoker if I'm going to cover it with foil? Be patient, my online critics. After 20 minutes of baking away, we can get the tray out of the smoker and we can remove the foil because we won't be needing that anymore. And then we're just going to sprinkle the rice mixture with 3/4 cup of frozen peas. And then we can just add around 20 raw prawns that have been shelled and deveined. Just remember to keep some space between them, otherwise they do start to fight. And now we're just going to add some basic SPG seasoning, or salt, pepper, garlic. Sergeant Seasoning on board for action. Enemy acquired, preparing to salt. Enemy advancing, reloading with pepper. They just won't stop, finishing off with garlic. And now just put the tray back in the smoker and close the lid. And we'll just let that cook away for a further 15 minutes. By then the prawns will start to curl and they should be cooked all the way through, and that rice will be nice and tender. When using prawns, take the shell off, and that includes the tail. Don't be that person trying to be all fancy. It's not fancy, it's annoying. Today I'm using an indirect heat to cook with, and all up, this paella is going to take 40 minutes to be fully cooked. Or for those of you who love to use my beer timer, you're looking at a 2-beer cook. Cheers.
Keg of beer, please.
Come on, give the people what they want. Double the beer timer. And take the pan out of the smoker after 15 minutes. And then we need to check the paella. The rice should be nice and tender, and those prawns should have got a nice pinky colour and curled up. Now all we have to do is sprinkle over some freshly chopped parsley all over the top. If the rice isn't tender, cook it a bit longer. 5 minutes should do it.